Have you ever felt paralyzed by relentless worries, endlessly playing out every possible scenario in your head until you're utterly drained? Overthinking is the enemy of peace, productivity, and life itself. But you don't have to remain a hostage to those incessant mental loops. There is a way to conquer this affliction once and for all, by learning from one of history's greatest masters of mind control. Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary Japanese swordsman who lived in the 1600s. He went undefeated in 60 intense duels and founded the renowned Niten Ichi-ryu sword style. But Musashi was far more than just a peerless fighter. He was also a highly influential Zen philosopher and pragmatic strategist whose writings contain profound wisdom about cultivating awareness and mental discipline. His teachings center on clearing the mind of useless thoughts, doubts, and distractions, which was an essential skill for surviving his deadly serious line of work. In this video, you'll discover how to apply Musashi's timeless strategies to overcome your own overthinking patterns. The first step in this journey is to identify the root causes that fuel your overthinking habit. As Musashi taught, perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. He meant that we must look inward to the true sources of our mental struggles and fears, going beyond just the surface-level thoughts and distractions. It's about diving into the deeper worries, anxieties, and insecurities we tend to shy away from or avoid. Until you can acknowledge and face those core issues honestly, you'll never be able to resolve or overcome the overthinking they generate. Strategy 1. There are multiple paths. One of Musashi's most brilliant strategies is encapsulated in his words, "There is more than one path to the top of the mountain." So often we become fixated on finding just one perfect solution or having things unfold in a very specific, rigid way we've envisioned. But that attachment to controlled outcomes is fertile ground for overthinking and anxiety to take root. Musashi's advice is to practice flexibility and open-mindedness instead. Accept that there are multiple valid approaches towards any goal or any challenge in life. Don't get so attached to the idea that there is only one correct way forward. Strategy 2. Eliminate the unnecessary. Building on that idea of letting go of rigid control, Musashi also taught, "Do nothing that is of no use." This speaks to the value of stripping away unnecessary mental clutter and distractions that serve no purposeful value in your life. So much of what occupies our daily thoughts is just noise, rumination, or focusing on things that don't actually matter or align with our core goals. Musashi knew that by getting ruthless about eliminating useless thoughts and inputs, you free up immense energy, focus, and peace of mind. With a decluttered headspace, there simply isn't space for overthinking to take hold. Before we go further, if you enjoy enriching contents like this, please remember to click the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you won't miss our weekly sharing of wisdom for your personal growth. Strategy 3. One day at a time. Another powerful principle from Musashi's philosophy. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. This quote encourages us to stop dwelling on the past or fretting about some unknowable future. Instead, we should devote all our effort each day towards progressing, improving, and stretching beyond our limits from yesterday. That's the only thing in our control, our actions, efforts, and state in this present moment. When you fully immerse yourself in purposeful living day to day, there's no mental bandwidth left to project fears or doubts onto an imaginary future that may never arrive. Strategy 4. Respect timing. On the topic of not racing ahead of yourself, Musashi also wisely stated, "There is timing in everything." This teaching reminds us to have patience, avoid rushing towards results or outcomes we aren't truly ready for yet. As appealing as it can feel to try forcing things on our preferred schedule, it often backfires, breeding more anxiety, stress, and overthinking in the process. Think of examples like taking a job you aren't prepared for, entering a relationship before resolving your own insecurities first, or making a major life move prematurely. When we disrespect the natural timing and proper sequence of things, we tend to get in our own way and create unnecessary mental chaos. Musashi's wisdom is about aligning with the appropriate timing for every situation. Strategy 5. Mind-body balance. Closely related to the principle of timing is Musashi's teaching. Do not let the body be dragged along by the mind, nor the mind be dragged along by the body. What he meant is that we need to keep our mental and physical states in harmony. So often, our minds race ahead into the future or get preoccupied with thoughts, worries that are completely disconnected from what our bodies are doing in the present moment. This creates internal discord and imbalance that allows overthinking to take over. The antidote is using the body's physicality to recenter and reground your awareness. When you notice your mind wandering off, consciously bring your attention back to physical sensations and your breath. This mind-body harmony cultivates an incredible sense of clarity and presence. Strategy 6. The way of training. Musashi also offered this gem of insight. The way is in training. He wasn't just talking about physical training in the martial arts, but mental training as well. Cultivating the mindset, self-discipline, and habit patterns to remain focused and present is akin to strengthening a muscle. It takes regular practice, patience, and an attitude of continuous self-improvement without being overly harsh or self-critical, because that relentlessly judgmental inner voice only fuels more overthinking and creates resistance. With gentle dedication, you can build up incredible reserves of mindfulness and concentration, just like how you'd steadily increase your physical fitness through exercise. With all these powerful strategies at your disposal, it can be helpful to first take inventory. Make a comprehensive self-assessment list of all the internal and external issues you currently face. What fears, doubts, financial struggles, relationship strains, or other roadblocks are you dealing with? Rank each one in order of its impact on your life and where you most need to focus efforts right now. Remind yourself, there are multiple valid ways this could unfold, and I'm prepared to adapt and roll with things as needed. Let go of attachment to controlling or predicting every detail. Trust that by embracing the present work with patience and dedication, you'll be fully prepared when the appropriate time arrives for that future challenge, not drained by overthinking. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to comment below with your biggest takeaways. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss strategies for living with more presence and impact.